What's up, 20-ups? It's Wednesday, and it's rant week. I do have an issue to explain, but there's really not a lot to explain about. So it's going to be a kind of a little short little video today because of that. I am going to explain that I am not a real ranty person anymore. Realizing that off the top of my head I really don't have anything to rant about, except one little tiny thing. So it's more of a mini rant. If I ever feel the need to rant, and we do rant week again later, I'll record when that happens. But at this moment, I really don't have anything to rant about except one little issue. One tiny, tiny little issue. Also, Craig, you asked this, and I'm just going to say it because I realized that the video quality was not the greatest on it. But last week, my boyfriend said that Chip and Dale is Gaston and LeFou. And you can't unsee that because everyone I've ever mentioned that to agrees. It's kind of true. Actually, it's more like Gaston and LeFou or Chip and Dale, since Chip and Dale came first. But anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just it's kind of a cool little Disney character comparison thing. Also, thanks for the comments on my boyfriend. And I had a great vacation. I got to work on all that stuff. My mini rant is about this. This book changes about every 4 months. There's a new one that comes out. And it is a public transportation book for Pierce Transit. Pierce County is where I live. This is Pierce Transit. I take a bus everywhere because I do not drive. In February of this year, there was a fire at one of the gas stations for Pierce Transit buses, which caused a reduction in service. Before that, the state government and the federal government cut some of the funding to the transit systems nationwide. More funding per size of county, Pierce being the second largest county in the state when it comes to public transportation. The citizens of King County fought the state on the budget cut, and they got some of their money back. Pierce County did not. At least we didn't get support from a majority of citizens in the county, so we got our budget slashed, almost in half. Prop 1 was proposed. It would add to the sales tax for the county by 3 cents, something like that. Anyway, we would be equal sales tax-wise with King County if it passed, and that money would go and hopefully help make up for some of the state budget, because the Pierce Transit could have done fine if only one budget, federal or state, had been cut, but both got cut. So Prop 1 failed because big wig companies duped the sheeple into believing that, well, they were just misusing their funds and that's why they have to do this. I do understand that some companies and such misappropriate funds. Pierce Transit had done that at one time many years ago and won't be able to since, because they get audited every year and are doing their best to not misappropriate funds. They're being watched by the state auditor. I really doubt they're going to be misappropriating funds. Now, Prop 1 was supported by companies like Amazon, Expedia, Starbucks, places that are in the area, 2 of which I listed have actual office buildings in Tacoma, where I live, and Starbucks because majority of its baristas just in the area use the bus systems to get to work. That's my rant. Pretty much. I'm pretty pissed off because we have a 20% reduction which is really just 5% more to the reduction that had happened because of the natural gas fire. Seeing this book and seeing all the changes, because the changes on what's new is never been this long, because every route changed. Everything has been affected. This affects people who work. This affects people who go to the doctor. This affects everyone who uses public transportation. Being a patron, I am pissed. My medication makes it hard for me to be really, 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 really pissed. Like I used to when I wasn't medicated. When I was unmedicated, I would explode. I would rant and rave and repeat myself. Often. I can't do that anymore. I'm sorry. Hopefully next rant week it's going to be a much larger rant or multiple rants. I'm going to start recording myself whenever I feel a little ranty about something and just record that so that next time we have rant week I can just kind of combine them all if no one minds it being footage like that. Which, Danielle, I also did. I loved your rant, but didn't care that it was a rehashed rant. Rehash all you like. Honestly, you know, if there's a theme week that you already did in your last collab, do it again if you don't feel like doing another one. Because I think we all get that whole, sometimes we just really don't want to do this, which I'm actually feeling that way today. I just really didn't want to do this because I'm really not ranty. That's where that is. And this is a pretty short video. I've got to go. I will see Lucy tomorrow, everyone else in the coming week, and DFTBA.